Hello and welcome to Pirate News. I'm Bobby Steiner.
And I'm Brooke McCormick. On today's episode, we will bring you all the latest news from across campus and around the country.
We'll also have your Seton Hall sports update and the 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area.
As of Thursday, October 28th, the Health Intervention and Communication Team said that Seton Hall has 2 new COVID-19 cases and there are 5 individuals in isolation. As of October 25th, they said that the 5-day moving average of positive cases is at 0.8%. Seton Hall continues to encourage students to get their COVID-19 vaccine and get tested whenever they feel is necessary.
In more COVID news, last Thursday, Seton Hall announced that it will require all employees to provide proof of COVID vaccination starting December 8th. All students are required to provide proof of vaccination starting in the spring semester. The requirement will allow for medical and religious exemptions and is following the announcement from the Occupational Health and Safety Administration requiring employers with over 100 employees to mandate vaccinations. As of now, it is unclear whether Seton Hall's remote students will have to give some proof of vaccination.
Students from Seton Hall's University Corps and from the BSW Student Social Work Association participated in the 23rd Annual Red Ribbon Day and Drug Prevention Walk in Cranford, New Jersey. Red Ribbon is celebrated both locally and nationally to increase awareness and support for substance abuse, prevention, treatment, and recovery. The walk was put together by Prevention Links, a private nonprofit organization that takes a leadership role in the prevention of drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and related issues. They use the money raised through the walk in their ongoing drug abuse prevention efforts.
On November 8th, Seton Hall's Chamber Choir, along with the Mid-Atlantic Philharmonic Orchestra, will perform Mozart's Don Giovanni. The performance will take place at the Jubilee Hall Auditorium at 7 p.m. It is the 11th annual concert collaboration with the Charles and Joan Alberto Italian Studies Institute and the Arts Council's classical concert series. It will be directed by Jason Tram. Tram has an impressive resume that includes an Emmy nomination and is currently an assistant professor in the College of Communications and the Arts and the director of choral activities, among many other positions at Seton Hall. The show on Monday is free and open to the public.
Now we'll send it over to Jackson Shank for your Seton Hall sports update. Jackson?
Thanks, Brooke. I'm Jackson Shank here with your Seton Hall sports update. To begin, let's recap the weekend. On Saturday, the men and women's swim teams had statement wins against Monmouth. The women's team won 172 to 91, and the men's team won 155 to 115. Both teams have had great seasons so far, as the men are in 3rd place in the Big East, just 13 points behind 1st place Georgetown, and the women in 4th, 38 points behind 1st place Villanova. Their next meets are this weekend, where they will head to LaSalle. Later that evening, the women's volleyball team defeated the Georgetown Hoyas 3-1 in sets. The Pirates were a lot more balanced in this win against the Hoyas, as junior libero Reagan Murray had a season-high 28 digs on defense, and on the offensive side of things, Svetlina Ilieva has emerged as one of the best attackers with another double-digit game in kills with 11 and 2 service aces. Emily Turner and Jenna Walsh also had great games with 21 combined kills and 4 blocks. With that win, they are 4-8 on the season, 9th in the Big East. Their next match is at home on Friday against Marquette. Sunday was filled with men's golf as they headed to Charleston to compete in the Daniel Island Intercollegiate Tournament. The Pirates, after the first 2 rounds, are leading the pack at 12 under par. Leading the way for the Pirates is Wenliang Zi and Andrew Acevedo, along with George Trait, all tied for 6th individually in the tournament. Round 3 of the tournament was yesterday, as the Pirates look to finish strong as they lead by 4 strokes. Looking ahead to tomorrow, the men's soccer team is heading to Villanova as they close out their season. Make sure to tune in to Flow Sports' coverage of the game and support your Pirates. That's all for today's PTV Sports Update. Once again, I'm Jackson Shank. Now back to Bobby and Brooke with your local news.
Thanks, Jackson. Researchers at Princeton recently published a study regarding how the mind perceives metaphors. Adele Goldman, a psychology professor at Princeton, and her colleagues studied whether everyday metaphors had a similar effect among children and neurodivergent people. Their research was based on how the pupil dilates when hearing something emotionally charged. Goldman and her team found that the brain reacts the most when it is engaged both emotionally and cognitively.
Rutgers Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer Antonio Calcado said that all Rutgers University employees must be fully vaccinated for COVID-19 by December 8th, or they will be disciplined and possibly fired. This rule complies with a federal mandate set by President Biden. This rule is very similar to the rule Seton Hall has placed, where all students must show proof of vaccination by the same date, December 8th. Rutgers students were already required to show proof of vaccination at the beginning of the fall semester. Now we will head over to Maria Levandoski with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Maria?
Thanks, Brooke. I'm Maria Levandoski with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Today will be cloudy with a high of 54 and a low of 36. Wednesday brings a mostly sunny day with another high of 54 and a low of 36. The clouds come back Thursday with a high of 52 and a low of 38. Friday will be partly cloudy with a high of 49 and a low of 35. And Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high of 53 and a low of 37. That's it for your 5-day weather forecast. I'm Maria Levandoski. Now back to Bobby and Brooke at the desk with more news from across the country.
Thanks, Maria. Last Friday, the FDA authorized the use of the PFIZER COVID-19 vaccine for 5 to 11-year-old children. This would make 28 million children across the country eligible to receive 1/3 of the adult dose. The Biden administration has 15 million doses ready to ship out immediately. The CDC is expected to sign off on it, meaning shots can be given out as soon as tomorrow.
American Airlines canceled 634 flights on Sunday, October 31st. The company said that this accounted for more than 12% of the company's total operations for the day. The airline has now canceled more than 1,500 flights since Friday, October 29th, due to both weather and staff shortages that started last week.
That's going to do it for today's episode of Pirate News. Once again, I'm Bobby Steiner.
And I'm Brooke McCormick. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great day.